Just check
I'm
it.
before you, and this is before me.
So I'm last. And then I'll bring
You're
it
last.
And then I'll bring it to the center.
You're this
now. And then I'll bring it to the center. Is that what you go in the
You
center?
can, or you can just take your paper and put it on this, or whatever you want to do, but that's later. Do you want this, Peggy? That's because you're the light.
Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Unity of Charlottesville on this Halloween Sunday. I am Peggy Bruth. I'm your celebration assistant this morning. I'm actually a peace candle. When I asked Spirit how we should show up today, the only thing that came to me is that in these turbulent times in this country and around the world, let's let our light shine. So without further ado, Blair, our illustrious music director, and our very wise and witty Reverend Don Lansky are here.
All right.
Let your light shine.
The piano all the way up here. I'm going to turn it down a little so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3.
Gonna be the first on the dance floor, the first to raise my hand, the first to state my opinion, the first to take a stand. Won't play it safe, wait for a sign. I'm gonna throw myself out there and let my light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. I'll let my big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine. I'll be on Oprah and Conan, 60 Minutes and The View. They'll all be talking about me and all the things I do. I'll be the one who sets the bar, the one who's in the know. Folk will come to me to say we're fresh and trends we go. 'Cause I shine, yes I shine. I'll let my big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine. For too many years I hid my light, fearing I was too much and who I was just wasn't right. Then I heard his voice from within and up above saying, you're here to be a shining light and giving and receiving love. So I'm going for my dream. Nothing's in my way. Carpe diem is my mantra. Practice kindness every day. And I'll take time to connect. I'll take time to have fun. I want to know I've used up every drop before my life is done. So I shine. Yes, I shine. I let my big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine. For too many years I hid my light, fearing I was too much and who I was just wasn't right. And I heard this voice from within and up above saying, you're here to be a shining light and give and receive love. I am a person of power, a person of grace. The life that I've lived is in every wrinkle on my face. And I love myself so I can love you too. And I know when we're connected, there ain't nothing we can't do. So let's shine. Let's all shine. Let's let our big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine. See it shine, oh yeah. Yes, you shine. I see your big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine. Watch me shine. Oh, I shine. I let my big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine. Shine. Yes, oh, shine. Let's let our big, bright, brilliant beam of radiant light shine.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity of Charlottesville, and Unity of Charlottesville welcomes people of all faiths, all religions. It doesn't matter what kind of toothpaste you use. Everybody is welcome here at Unity, and we're glad you're here. We hope you find something that's meaningful for you this morning. It is our custom to begin with prayer, so I invite us to just take a moment and take a deep breath. It is said that these last days of October leading into Halloween are, the veil is thinned in between the dimensions. And so it's in some religious traditions, Hinduism, for example, is a very auspicious time of year. And so we take these moments of this beautiful fall weather, these moments of mirth and merriment that we celebrate over Halloween. We give thanks. It lightens our load. I know there's a lot of anxiety related to the upcoming elections. But we're here this morning to remember, to support each other in knowing who we are. And that as children of God, nothing and no one can disturb the calm peace of our souls. Nothing and no one can disturb the calm peace of our souls. We're here to remember that place within us, that centeredness, that God-centeredness, however you conceive of God, to lay hold and claim that as the ground of our being. And so we say thank you, God, and we send forth our love, our prayers to these areas of the world that are heating up right now in the Middle East, the Ukraine, wherever there's conflict. We envision and affirm peace. For all the folks affected by these hurricanes, we affirm peace, comfort, strength, and courage. We pray in the name and after the nature of the indwelling Christ. Amen.
And now let's close this time of prayer by affirming our statement of faith. Together, there is
There's
only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life,
God the
the
good,
good,
omnipotent.
omnipotent. And now it's time to sing, rejoice, greet your neighbors, meet someone new with a handshake, a hug, whatever's comfortable.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Talk amongst yourselves. How's your job going? Good for you.
Morning, Kim.
Congratulations.
Morning. How are you? Good morning. I'm Don.
Sorry.
Hi. Welcome.
Good. And now that's on the other side. Yeah, we're on the other side of that. Manifestation. That's the plan. Look at these guys. Oh my.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Love Lindsay's next. Yes, it is. Okay. I'm going to stand right here.
Good morning. Happy Halloween. Almost Halloween. I hope you all noticed that the front yard looks a little different this morning. And wait a minute. The backyard looks a little different too. What happened? I think we have two heroes to thank in the audience this morning. Did you guys know
Here.
that John and Bob spent all week putting up our new playhouse?
Yeah, wow.
Stand up, stand up. Thank you guys so much. We've already had so much fun on it, and there's lots of fun to come. Well, today is the Halloween festival in the afternoon at 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, so I hope that many of you will join us. And we'll have a costume contest at the end, 4:45, so stick around. Lots of activities for adults and children. And I just wanted to thank Patsy and Bob and Genevieve and all the others who've been helping plan and prepare for that. It's going to be a really fun day. And here's some more photos to enjoy from the past.
That's all. Just one.
Just one slide. All right. Okay, everybody, let's do our blessing for the children. And before we do, if you are here for children's class, just meet us in the back. Genevieve is teaching the elementary group, and I will be leading the teens this morning. All right, here we go. Children, uniteens, YOUers, teachers, and parents, you are loved, special, and important.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Boyan, can you turn me down on the monitor? Yeah, thanks.
We have a few opportunities for transformation that we would like to share with you this morning. Spiritual cinema will be November 3rd at 12:30, so that's right after service. We have
Sorry.
the Labyrinth Walk. You want to talk about
Yeah,
that?
it's a busy day on November 3rd. So we have Spiritual Cinema and the Labyrinth Walk at 12:30 going on. The Labyrinth Walk is conducted by Marianne Wamhoff, who is a trained labyrinth facilitator. So you have a choice of some wonderful things to do on that day. And then, of course, the election is coming up. So I know that a lot of people are stressed and anxious about that for whatever reason. So what I'm doing is on November 4th, there'll be a prayer vigil on Zoom that you can take part in, and we will be praying for a fair and legitimate and peaceful election and a peaceful aftermath. And then on Wednesday, November 6th, after the election, we may not know the results of the election on Tuesday, but on Wednesday the 6th, the church will be open all day. If you'd like to could just come and sit and pray. There's a meditation chapel as well will be open. And I will be doing 2 informal gatherings, one at 1 o'clock and one at 7:15, if you just want to come and share what's on your mind. So that's that.
The men's group, Unity's Men's Fellowship, is November 4th. And Ginger Collier is continuing her book study group on the Guidance for Awakening of Humans. That will be the second Saturday of each month. All of this information is on our website as well.
And Gary Renard, who's an international best-selling author, he wrote Disappearance of the Universe and several other books. He's coming here from California on November 9th for an all-day workshop. It's $95 for the day. He wanted me to share with you that the workshop is about, according to him, the workshop is about saving time on the path to enlightenment, how to save time. So you can check him out on our website, unitycharlottesville.org, or you can go online. He has some things online on YouTube.
The Earth Care team is well organized and off to a great start. The next meeting, and anyone who is interested is welcome to join, will be Sunday, November 10th, immediately after service. Please be on time.
And Kate McLeod is our next concert series. She's coming November 16th at 7 o'clock. And the tickets are $20 in advance and $25 at the door. And you can listen to her music on YouTube, or you can go online to our website and listen to her there as well. She's really fabulous. Our next hug meeting is on November 17th. That's also a busy day. The hug meeting is happening, and also our work day. And Shirley, you want to come up and talk about that as well?
Hi. I have a couple things, and I'll be quick. Tony's not here today. She's under the weather. So if you're watching via Zoom, we hope you feel better soon, wherever Zoom is. But anyway. Okay, 2 quick things. First off, the Blue Ridge Bank donations of toiletries was unbelievable. You guys just rocked it. And they're very appreciative. This is our last day. Actually, Tuesday is the last day of donations. Wednesday, I'll make my last trip there, and we may resurrect it another time. Amidst all that, of course, were donations to Asheville for Jim's family, and others. So we thank you just for your generosity and all of that had occurred. Next thing up is Toy Lift. There'll be a flyer for that next week. I'll be in California next weekend, but you can, at some point we'll talk about it. But just know that starting next Sunday and every Sunday in November, we did this last year, the bin will be used for toys, and that would be primarily stuffed animals, games, things for middle schoolers and for babies. So that will go on every Sunday through November. On December 14th, we're having our, as we did last year, a group meeting at Toy Lift up at the mall. Cindy Payne, I don't know if you're here today, but she organizes this and we work with her. So if you are interested in participating, it's 12:30 to 2:30. We will have a flyer next week on all of this, so stay tuned. And you can talk to Tony or I if you want to participate in that. Now, on to number 2, the workday, November 17th. This is not really a part of community engagement team, but Tony and I offered to lead it and get it going. So it definitely involves bush trimming and a little cleaning and painting of benches and such. We'll have a better idea when we get some input from a couple people we're waiting for input. But just if you could sign up because you're willing to be there to help with whatever needs to be done. There's a sign-up sheet I put out there on the table. Please sign it with your name and email. As for food that day, just bring what you want to eat yourself for lunch, or bring a salad or a main dish to share so that people are fed during the hug meeting prior to the outdoor work day. And that would be it for now. Thank you.
Thanks, Shirley.
Thank you, Shirley.
And just a word about the toy lift. Cindy Payne, who is in our congregation, is the organizer for that. Those toys go to underserved children in our area. She's been doing that for a number of years with Toy Lift, and they've served thousands and thousands of children. So your generosity is appreciated there.
Certainly lots to do here at Unity of Charlottesville. Healing Half Hour continues every Wednesday at 6:30 via Zoom. Powerful group. If you have a prayer request, you can submit it online and join the group. Pray with us. We've got people connecting from all over.
And we're attempting to have a Thanksgiving potluck. We've done that every year for over 20 years, so it's kind of an annual event. But we do need a team for that, and Marge Thompson is helping to organize that. So if you're interested in just being on a team for hospitality for that day and just bringing some food for everybody to share, that would be great. So there we go. Before we do our mission statement, there is something else we must do. Do you know, yesterday was Blair's birthday? And so,
I'm a little bit in denial.
she's a
about
little
it.
bit of denial
Oh, how sweet. Oh, you guys.
for you. This says happy birthday, Blair.
Do I have to wear that?
You can wear that if you like, along with your other things. Yes. But don't you think we ought to sing happy birthday? Yeah? Now let's do it. And the reason, one of the reasons is, wait, before you do that. But wait, there's more. I mean, this woman brings so much to all of us, to this congregation. Just absolutely incredible. We love you. We appreciate you.
Every day here is like a birthday to me when I get to be with you all.
All right, hit it.
And I don't get any older, which is really nice too.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Blair. Happy birthday to you.
That was so beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
And there's no excuse for y'all not sounding like that on every song that we ask you to sing now. I'm trying to figure out how to put this on.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Our mission statement. May we affirm this together, please. Unity of Charlottesville empowers everyone to express their unique divinity, making a positive difference in the world.
Ladies. What happened? I'm sorry. Something really weird just happened to the piano.
You turned 70.
Everybody talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, let's see if it works this time.
You might win a battle. You could win a race. Outrun your rivals. Come in first place. You could lose your center in the push and the shove, or simply surrender and tune into love. Love's not a contest, it's just who we are.
Both the light and the shadow are at home in the heart. Beyond the struggle, there's music to play and songs to be singing at the end of the day. Sing it. Love wins, love wins, all is well in the end. Love wins, love wins, love wins, all is well in the end. Love wins. Love knows no boundaries. It's the light in our eyes, familiar to all, universally prized. There's a world of compassion, and we're good to begin. We could just quit fighting and let love win. Sing it. Love wins, love wins, all is well in the end. Love wins, love wins, love wins, all is well in the end. Love wins. When we're up against too much to ask, when we lose our resistance at last, and we realize love's got our back, love wins. For everyone, great and small, we are lifted as we fall. Kindness conquers all, love wins. Love wins, love wins, all is well in the end. Love wins, love wins, love wins, all is well in the end. Love wins. New life begins. Love wins. Yeah.
So, can you guys hear me in the back? Okay, good. So two nuns were traveling through Transylvania at night, and they were stopped at a stop sign when suddenly Dracula jumped on the hood of their car and scratched their windshield, and he said, "I want to suck your blood." Quick, shouted the first nun, "Turn on your windshield wipers, turn on the windshield wipers." And so the second nun turned on the windshield wipers and was kind of knocking Dracula back and forth, but he got even madder. He said, "I want to suck your blood." So the first nun said, "What shall I do? What shall I do?" The second nun said, "Well, turn on the windshield washer because I filled it up with holy water when we stopped at the Vatican." So they turned on the windshield washer, and it burned him a little bit. He screamed, but it made him even madder. "I want to suck your blood." So the first nun said, "What shall I do? What shall I do?" And the second nun said, "Show him your cross." So she leaned her head out the window and she said, "Get off my hood, you stupid idiot." No, don't do that. Oh, gosh. It's Halloween, you know. So, one of my exceptional privileges of being in ministry is that I get it to intersect with the lives of so many folks here through so many different situations. And I'm in constant awe by the beauty and the courage and the heroism of these folks that I deal with and I'm privileged to serve. And don't you agree that we're all on this planet to learn and to heal? Isn't that why we're here? And if we don't believe that, if we don't believe that we're here to learn and heal, life could feel meaningless, it could feel without aim or without purpose. And it may not be clear to us at the moment, but if you don't believe that there is a purpose to all of this, some greater awareness, some greater experience that you could have in life, what kind of life are you living, really, if you don't have that feeling about it? What if there is a divine purpose that's just waiting to reveal itself, and knowing that would give us access to some possibilities that we never even dreamed of? And so if you consider your life right in this very moment, or if you look back and all the things that have happened so far, would you agree that you've already experienced a lot of learning and healing in your life? And does anyone think that there's no more healing or learning to do? Anyone feel that? No, of course not. So we may feel that everything's going along just fine, and then something happens, an obstacle appears, right? Maybe it's an unexpected health challenge. Maybe it's a problem with a relationship or work. Maybe it's losing someone suddenly that we love. Maybe it's just a feeling of overwhelm and angst about the world situation. I mean, really, North Korea is in Russia planning to go to Ukraine. What is that about? Israel and Iran are throwing bombs at each other. It's crazy, right? So what's going on in the world? Who's going to win the election, right? All of that fear and doubt as to whether we can handle it all. And sometimes we find ourselves in that place that the mystics have called the dark night of the soul. And that's where our faith is tested, where everything that we believed up to this point is challenged, and we wonder if we have the knowledge or the courage or the resources to get through it. So some years ago, Patricia and I watched the tennis quarterfinals at the U.S. Open. It was Andre Agassi and Marcus Baghdatis. And the 36-year-old Agassi had announced that he would be retiring after this tournament. So everybody was kind of rooting for him to go out in great style. But also everybody knew that Agassi was struggling with chronic back and hip pain. And you could see it on his face during the match. You could see that he was in pain. And he was playing against Baghdatis. Baghdatis was 21 years old, 15 years younger than Agassi. And both men were playing really, really well in this championship match. It was very, very tight when suddenly Baghdatis got this leg cramp. And so here's Baghdatis limping around the court, making these almost as if he's on one leg, making these incredible tennis shots, and in between the shots, trying to work out this cramp. And here's Agassi, who's wincing in pain from his back and his hip. And they are having this incredible tennis match. It was just amazing. In the end, Agassi did win it. But the question is, why did they do it? And more importantly, how did they do it? How did they do it? One could argue that it was for the $2 million prize money. That'd be worthwhile, right? Or for the glory and the fame, or to become the personal spokesperson of Rolex, or maybe to just be very, more attractive to the women, whatever. Or maybe they just kept on keeping on because they were champions. And that's what champions do, right? Champions just keep on keeping on. Being a champion means doing the best that we can, the very best that we can at all times, doing the best that we can at all times, no matter what. And this is one of the 4 Toltec agreements that I spoke about a couple of weeks ago. Always do your best. And Don Miguel Ruiz, who wrote the book 4 Agreements, said, It doesn't matter if you are sick or tired. If you always do your best, there is no way that you can judge yourself. And if you don't judge yourself, there's no way you're going to suffer from guilt, blame, and self-punishment. Doing your best is taking action because you love it, not because you're expecting a reward. And so for most of us, there's this deep spiritual yearning or call to be the best human beings that we can be, right? Or to have the best possible relationship with ourselves, with the God of our being, with other people. And one of the great Unity writers, Emily Cady, once wrote this. She said, "Your longing for greater manifestation is the eternal energy that holds the worlds in their orbits, out-pushing through you to get into fuller manifestation. You need not worry. You need not be anxious. Only let it. Learn how to let it." And that's an incredible idea, that the same yearning you have within you is the eternal energy that holds the worlds in their orbits. So just this morning, I read something from the Scientific American from NASA. NASA is now saying that there are 1 trillion exoplanets in the Milky Way galaxy alone. 1 trillion exoplanets. Now, exoplanet is a planet that revolves around a sun, just like our Earth revolves around our sun, right? There are billions and billions of galaxies in the known universe. Within each of those galaxies, potentially trillions of exoplanets. So what a concept, that the same yearning that you have within you is the eternal energy that holds worlds together. Think about that. It's incredible. That God's love and compassion is so great for us that we are sent these great master teachers throughout the ages from every faith tradition to encourage us and to inspire us and to motivate us and to tell us to keep on keeping on. And we name this quality perseverance. You know, Jesus endured 40 days in the desert of temptation. The Hebrews endured 40 years in the wilderness, wandering around in the desert. The Bible and all of the great scriptures of the world have numerous stories, countless stories, filled with stories of overcomings and of great tests of faith. So the word perseverance comes from the Latin word, or is one of the roots is the Latin word perseverare. And one of the meanings of that is a nautical meaning. It means to keep on course, to stay on course. And Wayne Dyer tells a story about an old sea captain who was famed for his ability to keep his ship on course. He never wandered from that. In his entire lengthy sea career, he never once strayed from a charted course. And this was quite a record. Everybody wanted to know his secret. And so the crew decided to spy on him and to see if they could discover what kept him on course. And the only thing that they noticed that was at all unusual was that every morning, the first thing, he would open his safe, he would take out this wrinkly piece of paper and read from it very slowly, very deliberately, as if trying to commit something from memory. And one day the old sea captain passed away, and his first officer, at the insistence of the crew, opened the safe, and he took out this paper that was yellow and worn with age, and he read aloud, "Port is left, starboard is right." So there are two Greek words in the New Testament for perseverance. One is epimony, and the other is hupomony. I'm probably not saying that correctly. But both mean persistence, endurance, steadfastness, and tenacity. The acronym for that is PEST. So if I claim an affirmation, I keep on keeping on and I persevere in all things, we could also translate this as, I'm a pest. I'm a real pest. I'm a spiritual pest. I'm a pest to the end. For in matters of spirit, I am persistent, enduring, steadfast, and tenacious. Kind of like this guy. Can we have lights?
Danger excites me. but I can't fully enjoy it when I smell like fear and body odor. So I prepare myself with a manly scent of Old Spice Danger Zone. Because even if something bad does happen to a Danger Zone man, it won't smell like something bad happened. Because the secret to smelling good is... And when you smell like Old Spice Danger Zone, trust me, you'll smell like you have nothing to worry about.
You smell like you look amazing.
Amazing, I know.
Introducing Old Spice Danger Zone with all-day odor protection.
Persistent. Persistent, steadfast, tenacious, enduring. Life is always giving us opportunities to test our faith and our perseverance, and I believe that we're never alone in that. You know, at times when we feel that we're at the lowest of the lowest point, it's the grace of God that provides us with answers or gives us the support that we need in that moment, if we're open to receive it. That's a big if, right? If we're open and ready to receive. So sometimes the support that we need is simply a remembrance of all that we know about staying on course. You know, as simple as the words port is left, starboard is right. Or there is only one presence, one power in the universe, in my life, God the good, omnipotence. Or nothing and no one can disturb the calm peace of my soul. Simple words that help us to stay on course. And if you're here today, I know it's because you've kept on keeping on, you know? I mean, haven't there been times on your spiritual journey when you've wanted to turn back, or you've wanted to give up, or you couldn't see your way to the next step, right? And I've heard this called the restlessness of the seeker, or divine discontent. And we may have some illusions along the path that if we're become enlightened or we attain higher consciousness, it would mean that there are no more problems, no more obstacles, no more challenges. And maybe this is true, but it appears to me from the great teachers that I've been blessed to know that obstacles and challenges don't go away. So maybe enlightenment is just how we respond to challenges. Now, in Unity and New Thought, we place a lot of emphasis on the power of the mind, the power of our thinking, the power of our thought. And Charles Fillmore, Unity's co-founder, wrote actually about persistence quite frequently in his writings. This is one of them in his book, Prosperity. He says it takes the use of the will to be persistent, and we must be persistent in making demonstrations. Spasmodic effects count for little, and many people give up too easily. If things don't come out just right the first time they try, they say that the law is wrong and make no further effort. So what does he mean by being persistent in making demonstrations? So if he's referring to the use of spiritual tools that we're blessed with and the results that they produce, right? Fillmore and most of the New Thought pioneers, Ernest Holmes and others, say that this is a scientific thing, that you practice this kind of technique and you have certain results that you can expect. Right thinking, which is recognizing the power of our thoughts and words. Aligning our thoughts by affirming thoughts that are true and denying thoughts that are untrue. Praying affirmatively, believing that we've received or that we've already received that which we pray for, and meditating daily and regularly to experience the silent source of our being. And all of this requires persistence and perseverance, looking beyond outer appearances, keeping our faith despite outer appearances. This is from the letter of Paul from 2 Corinthians chapter 4. So we do not lose heart. Though our outer self is wasting away, our inner self is being renewed day by day. For this light momentary affliction is preparing for us an eternal weight of glory beyond all comparison, as we look to the things that are seen, as we look not to the things that are seen, but to the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are transient, but the things that are unseen are eternal. And there's a promise in the book of James that says, let perseverance have its full effect, so that you may be full and complete, lacking in nothing. So many of us have been on this journey, this spiritual journey, for a very long time. I know you know that I've been meditating for, every day, twice a day for 54 years. And I remember that there was a time way back when there was a rumor that it would only take 8 years to become enlightened, right? If you meditated twice a day regularly, it only took 8 years, right? I remember when 8 years passed. And then 20, and then 30, and then 40. I remember each of those days that happened. And I'm still me, hopefully older and wiser, but not what I consider enlightened yet. And so the great master teachers tell us, they keep telling us to keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. The Buddha said, do what you have to do resolutely with all your heart. The traveler who hesitates only raises dust on the road. Right? Keep on keeping on. Tayago is the founder of the Korean lineage of Zen Buddhism. He lived in the 1300s, and he wrote about persistence in one's meditation practice. And what he said was, be like a hen sitting on her eggs to make sure they stay warm. Be like a cat waiting to catch a mouse. Just go on like this, more and clear and alert, investigating closely, like an infant thinking of its mother, like someone hungry, longing for food, like someone thirsty, thinking of water. Rest, but do not stop, right? Keep on keeping on. So, I don't know about you, but I couldn't stop even if I wanted to. I mean, could you stop, really? How many of you could stop? I mean, it's just too precious, right? The spiritual journey is too precious. How could we stop? How could we stop from singing? We do that song. So Norman Vincent Peale advises us to become a possibilitarian, right? A possibilitarian. He said, no matter how dark things seem to be or actually are, raise your sights and see possibilities. Always see them, for they are always there. And that's something that I have to keep reminding myself almost every moment during this election cycle, right? To be a possibilitarian. One of the things I've noticed in my life experience and in my experience first as a meditation teacher and now as a minister is that oftentimes when people are having a dark night of the soul experience, one of the first things that they do is they let go of that which would be helpful or useful to them. I find that amazing. People have told me that they've stopped coming to church for a while because they have too many challenges in their life, right? That's exactly the time to come to church, right? To feel the love and the unconditional love and support of the people around you, right? People have told me that they've stopped meditating or praying because when they go into the silence, they have too many troubling thoughts. That's exactly the time to pray and meditate, when prayer and meditation are needed most to ground us and to center us in the truth of our being. And people have shared with me their profound loneliness or aloneness, but we're too afraid to ask for help. And that's exactly the time to ask for help from friends and family and loved ones and teachers and therapists and ministers. That's exactly the time to ask for help. So Paul Tillich, the great Christian theologian, he wrote a book called The Courage to Be in 1952, and he talked about the courage beyond courage. And that's the courage that appears when the former courage no longer suffices. And he wrote about hope beyond hope, the hope that springs up in us just when it seems that there's nothing left to hope for, just when all the former things that we hope for seem to be impossible. And he wrote about God beyond God. The God beyond God is that God that happens or that appears when all the former ideas about God that we have disappeared in doubt, in belief, in disbelief. That's the kindly God of our Sunday school classes, the angry and the vengeful God of our teenage or early religious training, the complacent God of our teen years or of our adolescence or of our agnostic years. When all of these have proven inadequate, our hearts rest in the God beyond God until it calls that the ground of our being, the ground of our being. So whatever we choose to call it, or whatever our understanding of higher power or the God of our understanding, we need to know, we need to have faith in the firm foundation that's within us, because this is the place where we land after we've plummeted through despair or sadness or depression or anxiety. This foundation is the source of our courage to be. It's the source of our foundation and our will to live and our will to keep on going, our will to be persistent. And this is the most amazing miracle that I get to witness really every day as a Unity minister. And really just by being in this spiritual community, you know, remarkable, amazing, heroic, courageous people who just keep on keeping on. No matter how overwhelmed with challenges and obstacles, no matter how burdened by life, no matter how many obstacles appear, no matter who wins an election, we keep on keeping on. We keep on keeping on, learning and healing and having a deep inner knowing that this too shall pass. So it's courage beyond courage. It's hope beyond hope. And it's God beyond God. We have lights. Need sound.
Scouting report said his explosiveness and athleticism was below standard. His first book was rejected by 27 different publishers. They said his material was too different and would never sell. He was 4 years old before he could speak and 7 before he could read. Teachers said he would never amount to much. Due to poor grades in high school, he was rejected 3 times by the University of Southern California School of Cinematic Arts. Her first book was denied 30 times. She was told repeatedly, "Sorry, that just wouldn't make a good book." He was fired from a newspaper for not being creative enough. They said he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. She was fired from her job after her boss told her that she was too emotional and just not fit for television. His teacher said he was hopeless and would never be a composer. He dropped out of college after 1 semester. At 30 years old, he was left devastated and depressed after being removed from the company he started. They overcame many obstacles and many doubters and had the rare courage to create a life that was true to them.
So, keep on keeping on. Yeah? Let's prepare for meditation.
I still have chills from that, Don. That was awesome. I wish you strength to rise unafraid like the morning sun taking on the day. because when you shine, you light up the place. So I wish you strength. I wish you faith that you'll overcome whatever you face until your journey's done. Beyond any words, as certain as grace, I wish you faith. I wish you could see the you that I see there at the edge of possibility. I pray that you will find all that you need. I wish you peace that comes from within, the gentle release of all that might have been, like the stillness that waits between waking and sleep. I wish you peace. I wish you could see the you that I see there at the edge of possibility. I pray that you will find all that you need. I wish you could see the you that I see there at the edge of possibility. I pray that you will find all that you need. I wish you strength to rise unafraid like the morning sun, taking on the day, because when you shine, you light up the place. So I wish you strength. I wish you faith. I wish you peace. I wish you strength.
And so we continue in this time of meditation. Sometimes all that we need to keep on keeping on, to stay on course, are just simple words. Simple words. These are the affirmations of truth. I am good enough. I am worthy. I do deserve love. I can do it. I have all the resources that I need to do what is mine to do. I have all the inner wisdom that I need to get through this situation. I have all the guidance within me, all the courage within me. Courage beyond courage, hope beyond hope. All that I need within me. And as I hear that voice within me that doubts, that criticizes, that judges, but I keep on keeping on. I do the best I can. I want to invite you to take some time in silence and to speak words of truth to yourself. And you may, as you do that, of course, hear words that are not true, words that you can't do that or you're not good enough to do that. And in this time of silence, I just invite you to persevere in positive thought, true thought, in the silence, in the silence. Most of us try to speak words of truth in our daily life with our interactions with people and with loved ones. We can also speak words of truth to ourselves in silence. Words that help us to stay on course. Words that help us to keep on keeping on. We can be spiritual pests. So I invite us now to take time to come out slowly as we conclude this meditation. Open your eyes when it feels comfortable.
Wow. Don, thank you. What an impactful message, inspiring meditation. Keep on keeping on. We can be a spiritual pest. This is the time in our service when we have the opportunity to give back to Unity of Charlottesville. I think Don has something he'd like to share with us.
Yeah, the board has determined that this is the time of our annual fall fundraiser, so many of you should have gotten an email this week. As you heard from the annual meeting last week, that we're doing really well financially, I think, but we had a building inspector come and he gave us a 5 and 10-year plan of what needs to be repaired at the building and all of that. So the fall fundraiser, annual fall fundraiser, is kind of doing what NPR does, except without 10,000 followers, right? So if you can give extra and above your normal giving, that would be deeply appreciated. And there are ways online that you can do that. They're in the email, and you can go to our website as well. We thank you in advance.
And the goal that the board has set for the fall fundraiser is $25,000. So we affirm that that is flowing forth right now. There are many ways that you can give today. The butterfly net is coming around. You can put your tithe, your gift in the butterfly basket. You can use your phone. The information is on the screen for the way to text to give. And of course, you can always mail a check to the church office. We appreciate everything that you give and share with Unity of Charlottesville. So let's take our blessing. Together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is.
As we're getting ready here, is anyone here for the first time this morning? Any special first-time guests? Welcome to Unity. And anyone here for the second time this morning? Well, you're welcome, and welcome to everybody who's online this morning. Thanks for joining us. We do have fellowship right after church through these 2 doors. And then between 3 and 5 today, we have our fabulous Halloween festival. So I think we're too big for the Bounce House, but we can still bounce without going into the Bounce House.
Many pray along the way.
They don't stop to wonder
what the world is coming to.
They let something higher reveal the way to greater love.
So the truth is telling me,
sing of liberation
for the ones who are not free.
Love can take us higher, reveal the way to
wash over us.
We let it.
Make us kinder.
We let it.
Lift us higher.
We let it.
We let it be.
We let it.
Early in the morning.
We let it.
Hold us together.
We let it.
Wash over us.
We let it.
We let it be.
We let it.
Still some cry along the way
Walking through the sadness.
for a world that needs to know
Love can take us higher. Reveal the way to greater love.
So the truth keeps telling me
Love's the only answer.
for a world that can be free.
We can stay inspired. Reveal the way to greater.
Sing with us if you want to. Please stand up if you want to. My God. My God. So we let it wash over us.
We let it.
Make us kinder.
We let it.
Lift us higher.
We let it.
We let it be.
We let it.
Early in the morning.
We let it.
Hold us together.
We let it.
Wash over us.
We let it.
We let it be. We let the love. Sing it out. Come on. Wash over us. We let it be. Let the joy. Come on. Feel that joy. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. Down to the peace. Feel the peace inside. We let inside the peace wash over us. We let it be. Let's take it home. Come on, PMH, let's take it home. Yes. We let the love, yeah, wash over us. We let it
We'd like to remind everyone that we do have pastoral care. So if you have a need, you can call the church office, you can go online and make a request in that way.
And next week, first of all, I want to just mention the Healing Helpers will be in this corner. And I don't think we have individual prayers. So the Healing Helpers are here right after the service. Next week, come stand here. This is about perspective and standing in another person's shoes a little bit. And also next week is daylight savings times ends next week. So remember to turn your clock back on next Saturday night. Fall back. All right, there you go. And I want to thank everybody who's helped out. Boyan up in the sound booth, and Amy, and Greg's there on the new video system. Thank you, guys. We have Don and Vicki Chudd back there in the blessing team, and of course, wonderful Blair and all of our fabulous musicians and our praise singers. Peggy, thank you very much. Thank you. Again, we do have fellowship through these doors after the service, and our Halloween festival between 3 and 5. So I hope you'll join us there. So let's stand and do our prayer for protection. Put together, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And wherever God is, all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this become home now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
So be a spiritual pest this week and keep on keeping on.
Be a pest. Be a pest.
Need yours? Okay, there's some over here I picked up off the other stand.